Ogina second, Hernandez third. Single for Yellow, who is on. She hit the first pitch she saw, and now runners at first and second for Aztec. Lucio, the catcher, up to the plate. Talamonte on deck, and Kaiser in the hole. So getting set, Sanchez gets on the rubber, and a hit, a line drive shot into left field. Bailey Garcia picks it up, makes a throw, a great throw. It goes over the head, as I don't know, Quiroga just lost track of that because the throw was coming in pretty good. And it does score one run, so it becomes an RBI double, as it was really single and she moved over on the throw. It's an RBI single. Lucio ends up on second. That scored Bradshaw. And then Yellow is on third. So Lucio is on second, Yellow on third, Talamonte at the plate, Kaiser on the deck, and Phillips, that is number 29, Tiana Phillips, the right fielder, in the hole. So Talamonte ready, and she has a .413 batting average. She hits the first pitch she sees, a high fly ball into left field. Bailey Garcia catches it, and that is the third out. Nice catch by Garcia out in left field. So a fly out to position 7 in the book is the third out, but not before Aztec is able to plate 2 runs. So a couple of runs come across, but Lovington will be up to the plate and try to get their own bat swinging and get those runs back when we come back in about 1 minute with Lady Wildcat State Softball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
And welcome back to Lady Wildcat State Softball. As in the top of the first inning, there were 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, 2 left on base. So we go to the bottom of the first. Lovington coming up to the plate. They got a little work to do, some runs to get back, and starting everything off will be number 2, Anahi Quiroga, the catcher, followed by number 4, Honey Morales on deck, and number 17, Sabri Rodriguez, the right fielder, in the hole. The rest of the lineup, number 13, Angelina Corral, playing third base in the cleanup spot. Batting 5th is number 5, Leila Hernandez at shortstop. Batting 6th, number 6, Zimri Ellis in center field. Batting 7th, number 9, Jocelyn O'Gean at first. Batting 8th is 21, Bailey Garcia in left field. Batting 9th, number 11, Daphne Urahara, the designated player. And 15, Zebre Sanchez flexing and pitching. And that is your Lovington lineup. And we'll get the field set up for you, as I believe that is Henry in the circle and Lucio behind the plate. That's the battery for Aztec. First pitch is going to be a call, strike, a fastball at the knees for Quiroga. And Quiroga, very capable hitter and good for getting on base many times. Quiroga has a .525 on-base percentage, and for that is going to be a call, strike. So quickly 0-2 the count on Quiroga. So 0-2. No outs, nobody on, of course. And that misses high. In fact, back to the screen, over the catcher's head high, over the batter's head high, heck, over the ump's head high, and he's a tall guy. So 1-2 is the count. Ooh, a swing and a foul back out of play. Quiroga catching just the underside of that one. Gave it a good crack. Count remains 1-2. So Henry, swing and a miss. A strikeout for out number 1. Quiroga goes down swinging. As I mentioned, Henry has a low ERA. She's allowing just 2.54 runs per game this year. And a danger at the bat. Number 4, Honey Morales at second base is up next for Lovington. Try to get base runners on and move them around, catch up. She hits at the first pitch she sees, fouls it off back toward the Lovington dugout for out number, not out 1, but strike 1.
It's just been kind of a discombobulated day.
It is.
And when we set up, when they told us we were moving back, I had something wrong. So the audio should be back and we should be fine now.
Okay, great. Yeah, and, wow, is that, he called that a strike? Really? No, I think it was a ball.
I'm pretty sure it was a ball, yeah.
Okay, well, it looked low, but I thought he said strike, so maybe he said nope. So it should be a ball. 1-1 the count on Morales. Oh, and there is a call, strike 2, so count 1-2. Morales going to have to protect the plate and swing at anything close enough to be a strike now, as Lovington has got to get something going. Henry has a lot of speed. There's a reason why her earned run average is so low, I think. Oh, a nice hit from Morales. High fly ball, and it's not going to be caught as the right fielder slipped and fell out there. She might have hit a patch of
yeah, I think
grass.
She hit a patch of speedy, dry, or wet grass.
She did, some
yeah,
wet grass.
The field conditions are absolutely awful.
Yeah,
Started raining last night, and they put probably 2 tons worth of new dirt on this field, but didn't really do a whole lot in the outfield. They were vacuuming water and everything, but not a lot you could do in the outfield. So that's going to be very treacherous footing out there. You hope that young lady's all right.
Yeah, she slipped and fell. It looked like she popped right back up, and they threw in the ball, but Honey Morales stands at second base, and it was a well-hit ball. Oh, and did she break the plane? There was a swing. Yep. As Zabry Rodriguez at the plate to Rodriguez in right field for the Lady Cats, and she did kind of a little more than a half swing. And now the count 0-1, but she has seen the pitch, and now she's ready. So 1 out, a runner on second in scoring position. Oh, and a swing and a miss. Her timing was pretty good. She actually was a little bit in front of that pitch, but swung a little under it as well. So 0-2 the count as Rodriguez at the plate, Corral on deck, Hernandez in the hole, and Lovington wants to get that far. They've got a base runner, and that's going to miss inside.
The Aztec faithful wanting the call. The Lovington faithful going, whoo.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely about waist high, but it was inside. Yep, 2 inside. So a 1-2 count now. And Zabry Rodriguez with a cut. A big swing, but a strikeout. And that strikeout number 2, she goes down swinging like Quiroga did. Now 2 outs. A runner on second, and Lovington surely does not want to leave that runner on second. They're behind 2-0 here to Aztec early, just here in the bottom of the first, and that misses. I tell you what, Angelina Corral, very anxious to hit. She flinched on it, thought about swinging, but wisely let that go.
Angelina been in a bit of a slump here lately, so she's looking to break out of it here in the state tournament. It would be a good time for the Lovington cleanup hitter.
It sure would be, and that is going to be a foul tip for strike 1. Count 1-1 now. As 2 outs, a runner on second after a nice hit by Hunter Morales, but a slip and fall by the right fielder out there for Aztec. And I haven't finished my diamond yet. We got the Aztec lineup very late, and that is a swing and a miss.
Yeah, like literally after the coaches meeting.
Yeah, exactly. Got a picture of it actually. So 1-2 the count. I think she caught just a little piece of that.
And not a very good picture, and that's my fault.
That's all right. We got it 1-2 the count now. And Lovington, swing and a miss. So strikes out the side. Henry in the circle for Aztec with 3 strikeouts. 4 up, 3 down. There was 1 hit, though, so she can be hit. Lovington needs to figure that out, and we'll be back with the top of the second inning as Lovington is trailing 2-0 here. More Lovington Lady Cats state softball action coming up on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Did you know LECO offers fiber internet to your home and business? LECO is the only local fiber internet company. This means a personal touch for local customers. Keep your internet with a local company. You won't be disappointed. LECO, keeping you connected and in control since 1954. LECO, the only local fiber internet company. Call 370-5010. Keep your internet with a local company. You won't be disappointed. Call 370-5010. LECO, keeping you connected and in control since 1954.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway.
And welcome back to Lady Cat State softball action. 2-0 is your score. Aztec leading, and they're back at the bat here at the top of the second inning. First pitch by Sabri Sanchez is going to be a ball. 1-0 the count. So top of the second, and Aztec 2-0 over Lovington so far. We've got a lot of softball left to play in this game, and the Lady Cats hope for a win in this game. Put them in the winner's circle. Nice pitch right at the knees. A nice fastball by Sabri Sanchez. Evens up the count at 1-1. And this batter it's the bottom of the order, 8, 9, and then 1 due up for Aztec. This is Kaiser, and that is going to be... All right. As we struggle to cover our equipment. Now, we had the rain to worry. It was raining early. We had to protect it from rain. Now we got to cover it up from the sun. The sun is out and it's shining. Nope, that is 2 outside and a ball. So I believe the count is 3-1. 3-1 now on Kaiser.
That's what they're showing on the scoreboard.
Okay, 3-1 on Kaiser. And Phillips on deck and Candelaria back up to the top of the order in the hole. So Kaiser playing first base for Aztec. Sabri Sanchez in the circle for Lovington. Quiroga behind the plate. A grounder headed over to Olguin. She picks it up, touches first base herself. 1 out, 3 unassisted in the book, and that's the way you do it. Lovington needs to be efficient, get outs quickly here, and not allow any more runs by Aztec. They can get back in the dugout and get their own bats, hopefully swinging. They've got to figure out Henry's pitching and get more hits. Honey Morales had a hit in that first at bat for Lovington. It can be done. They just need to stand up there and not be intimidated. But first, they've got to get 2 more outs here. And Sabri Sanchez bringing in a rising fastball that rises a little too much out of the zone. So ball 1, 1-0, 1 out, nobody on. Top of the second inning, 2-0 your score. Oh, beautiful pitch, and that hits the outside corner. Nice. Evens things up at 1-1 on Kaiser. Oh, a swing and a miss. Another great pitch. Sanchez really is looking, I think she's looking as good or better than I've seen her all season.
Yeah, when Sabri just reaches back and tosses it in there, she really can get some good movement on the ball.
And that is going to miss outside.
A little too much movement on that one. She needs to start that about 6 inches lower and let it rise up through the zone.
It was a pitcher's count at 1 and 2. She could play a little bit and see if the batter would chase, and Kaiser didn't. Now bringing the hit and got her. Yeah, strikeout for out number 2. And that's a second strikeout for Sabri in the game. And that's going to bring up top of the order again now. Number 9, Alexan Candelaria. She hit a double and scored her first time up. She plays third base for Aztec, and she comes into the batter's box. Sabri Sanchez. Ooh, tosses her a changeup, an off-speed pitch, and it looked really good from here, which means it was probably outside. We are on the left. We are sitting between the home plate and the Wildcat dugout on the left side of the field. We can't really see left to right. High pop, foul is headed, probably going to hit the dugout or go out of play. It does, and it becomes a strike. So let's even things up with a 1-1 count, 2 outs, and nobody on. Lovington needs to work this third out, not open the door for a 2. Oh, and there's a shallow hit. It's going to fall in as it gets too far back for Hernandez to get from shortstop and too far in for Ellis to run up and get.
Yeah, just a little Texas leaguer into no woman's land out there. And as you mentioned, nothing that Ellis or Garcia or anybody can do, basically. Hernandez.
That's right. So that's okay. It's not an error. It just is a single. With 2 outs, now we have 1 on, and that brings Lacey Langford back to the plate. She grounded out to Corral at third base her first time up, and that's going to hit the outside corner. Nice pitch from Sanchez for a call. Strike 1. So still 2 outs, an 0-1 count. Bradshaw on deck, Henry in the hole, but we need to get this batter, and she swings and sends a high fly ball off out of play to the right for strike 2.
Interesting choice there for the Aztec coaching staff as they went ahead and it was a hit and run as the runner Candelario was going on the pitch.
So 0-2 count now, runner on first. 1 strike away from getting this batter. Oh, and just missed. A throw down to second, and nobody was there to get it. It goes through, but Ellis in center field right there scooped it up. But Candelaria was able to steal second base. So the throw from Quiroga, pretty good, but just nobody was there to take the throw.
She hung up just a little bit in the dirt as the dirt is still very, very wet. It was a lake out here earlier.
Oh, it was.
But everything kind of hung up on her right there, and she just didn't get the normal oomph, and it kind of came out of her hand funny with the mud.
2 outs on. There's a line drive shot out into right field. Picks it up. The throw into Quiroga is going to come in a little short and too late. And that is an RBI single for Langford. And now Aztec is up 3-0 over Lovington. It scored Candelaria from second. And Langford is on first. And now it is 3-0 with 2 outs. The damage has been done with 2 outs here as, again, Lovington had a chance. They were just a strike away from being able to get out, and a foul back to the screen on the first pitch that Reagan Bradshaw sees. And these Aztec girls are aggressive at the plate. They're not waiting for very many pitches at all. They're often swinging at the first one they see.
Yeah, if they see something they like, they've got instructions just to go after it.
So,
next pitch high for ball number 1.
Yep, and the score bug jumped, so I need to get it back real quick and make sure it didn't reset. 1-1 the count on Bradshaw. Now number 1, not the cleanup hitter, but she is she's got a .527 on base percentage. She's hit 11 home runs this season, and the pitch comes in. It's going to be a ball. So 2-1 the count. A lot of pop in the glove. Sabry throwing hard today as well. But Bradshaw standing and waiting. She had an RBI single and scored her last time up. Swing and a miss. And that is going to even up the count. 2-2. Nice pitch from Sabry. Right on the outside corner. I think some late breaking action on that maybe. Kept that away from Bradshaw. And here we go. 1 pitch away from being out. Oh, swatted at that. Probably protecting the plate. Sent it off. Foul ball out of play.
Yeah, defensive swing there and just trying to stay alive at 2-2. Get herself another pitch to see.
2 outs. A runner on first. 2-2 count. Henry on deck, yellow in the hole, but Lovington wants to get this out right now, right here, and seal off the damage. Oh, that just missed. And
wow, I don't know where it missed.
Lovington faithful groaning on that as well. From our perspective, we can't see true inside-outside. We can see what looks like, a pitch over the inside or the outside corner, but don't know. That looked good. A swing and a foul back. Still 2-2 the count as Bradshaw hangs tough, but Sanchez hanging tough in the circle as well. 2-2, or is it 3-2?
3-2, yeah,
3-2,
full count
yeah,
now.
Full count, 3-2. And a swing and a foul, another foul. As Sanchez varying her speeds just a little bit and keeping Bradshaw just a little off of the pace. And Bradshaw certainly wants to pick one of those up. You can tell from her power and from her previous hit that she can definitely smoke it. But Sabry's in a battle to try to pitch around the edges and not give her anything that she can launch and try to vary the speeds and keep her guessing just a little bit. Ooh, and that's going to be a pop fly. Olguin calls for it. Oh, no. It's going to actually end up falling. I don't know. I think both players, Honey Morales at second, Olguin, I think they lost it in the sun maybe.
Yeah, I think so, as both Morales.
They both tried to, Olguin had it early, and then I think she lost it, and so Morales came up and said she would take it, and then she couldn't see it.
So a bloop infield single, and that moves Langford all the way around to third, and now Henry, the cleanup hitter there. So doesn't go in the books as an error, but it's a little bit of a mental mistake there. And now Lovington trying to shut down a 2-out rally.
And runners at the corners for Aztec, and brings up number 8, Kimora Henry, the pitcher. She struck out her first time, hits and fouls off the first pitch. She sees a high fly going over to probably landed in field number 1 over there somewhere.
And just a quick note, there's already some work in the Lovington bullpen. One thing about these Lady Cats is they've got 3 pitchers that they can really rely on, and if one doesn't quite have it or they've got one figured out, Coach McCraw is not going to be afraid to go to the bullpen.
They've got Sabri Rodriguez, and they've got Daphne Urahara as well. Another foul ball out of play off to the right as Henry is hanging tough at the plate.
And I think it was Daph that was just warming up. So.
Okay. And they're kind of 1A, 1B, Daphne Urahara and Sabri Sanchez, and then they've used Rodriguez in relief. And so a changeup, a slow roller, and Honey Morales bobbles it. It's going to be an E4 that allows a run and allows Henry to get on base. So got to write that down as an E4 because Honey Morales came. She stopped it, but it rolled across the top of her glove.
And I think what she did was she went down and then looked up to see where Bradshaw was to see if she would have a play at second instead of just fielding the ball and getting Henry over at first. Henry, with a slow roller, is not the fastest runner out there.
Nope.
But
it does.
It's just one of those mistakes. That's one thing Lovington did not do in the district season is they limited mistakes. I think in the 8 or 9 district games, I think they had 3 errors.
Yeah, and you got to play error-free, and it looks like with a team like Aztec is a team of hitters, and with this kind of a team, you're definitely going to have to keep your errors in the field down to a minimum, or they're going to make you pay for it as they are here. So runners at first and second as a courtesy runner in for Bradshaw is running.
It was number 44.
Yeah. Okay, so courtesy runner for Bradshaw at second. Henry, and another courtesy runner at first, actually, for Henry. I think Bradshaw.
Yeah, Bradshaw stands at second.
Yeah, that's Bradshaw actually herself. But the courtesy runner for Henry for the pitcher is on first. So runners at first and second, 2 outs as these 2 runs have crossed the plate for Lovington with 2 outs. That's frustrating, and that is the first pitch high and outside for ball 1. So 1-0. 1-0 the count. 2 outs, runners at first and second, and Aztec has plated 2 runs so far in the inning, and is that going to miss high and outside, or did he call it a strike?
I think it was high and out. Yep.
All right. A lot of umps just stay quiet unless they call the strike, and sometimes they just gesture. This guy, he says something on every pitch, so it's throwing me off here. And that is going to. That's going to call strike. Finally, he very late in calling that, but yes, 2-1 the count now. On yellow at the plate as Lucio on deck and Telemonte in the hole, and that is going to miss away.
I don't know where it missed,
okay. Or did he call it a strike?
No, it was ball 3. Yep.
Yeah. I guess he's saying.
I think he's got a very narrow strike zone,
and he also you can't tell what he's saying. A swing and a foul off out of play for strike number 2. So count full on Yellow now. Yellow had a single and got stranded her first time up. This is her second plate appearance. And again, Aztec up 4-0 over the Lady Cats now. That's a grounder headed to Morales, and she throws over to Olguin at first. So out number 3, 4-3, a ground out in the books. And Lovington finally able to end the at-bat for Aztec, not before they plate 2 runs, and they do that on 2 hits. And there was 1 error.
3 hits.
3 hits. Okay, the single, the yard bark. Yep, the infield single. Sorry, I missed the infield single because of that. I was thinking it's a mental error, but they didn't get a glove on it, so it's not an error. And 2 left on base. So lots of 2s in there, and we'll be back with the bottom of the second inning. Lady Cats coming up to the plate. They trail 4-0. We'll be back with more Lady Wildcat State softball.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
For the Lovington Lady Cats, they get 2 runs, or rather the Aztec Lady Tigers.
There you go.
They get 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error committed by Lovington, and 2 runners left on base. After an inning and a half, it's Aztec 4. Lovington still trying to get on the board, and with the call, Dawn Morgan.
And thank you very much, TJ Miracle. As yes, I like what I heard. One of the assistant coaches in the Lovington dugout when the Lovington girls came off the field, and she said, "No problem. You know, we have fun when we get on base. So let's get some hits. Let's get on base. We have fun." And I think that's true. I mean, Lovington they can't afford to get down in the dumps and let this 4-run deficit right now get into their heads. They just need to get out there and do what they know they can do and have fun as a result. A great hot grounder by Layla Hernandez, but it's picked up over and tossed into the first baseman. So, and that is going to be out number 1 as Layla Hernandez, a sharply hit ball, and it was a good job. But like Corral for Lovington denying one of the Aztecs girls a hit, that Layla Hernandez got to go back to the dugout, put out 5-3 in the books for out number 1.
Yeah, Candelario made a good field and a good throw on that from third.
Yeah, you and I both are trying to get our diamonds. Oh, and there's a well-hit ball in deep left field. And, yeah, Zimri Ellis going all the way to second. The throw comes in. A nice hit ball that was deep into left field. And Zimri Ellis on second, proving that, yes, Lovington can hit this pitcher, and all they've got to do is keep the line going. They got that confidence, and that counts for a lot. When you know that when you stand up there, just because she sent 3, she struck out 3 in the first at-bat for Lovington, starting off like this with a double, a stand-up double. That's great. So Ellis in scoring position for Lovington.
And
another well-hit ball, but that one's going to be caught by the left fielder, and Olguin is out. She gave it a ride and a try, but she is going to be out on a fly out to position. 7 in the books for out number 2. It brings up Bailey Garcia to the plate, who is the left fielder for.
One thing that's been very important for Lovington, especially since they've gone on this run, has been the bottom part of the order.
And so Bailey Garcia steps up, and Garcia, she hits at the first pitch she sees, but it hits the plate. It's foul ball. It dribbles out in front of the plate for strike number 1. But you can tell she's standing up there wanting to get a hit. Garcia has the highest batting average for Lovington right now, 536 batting average, a 545 on-base percentage. Oh, a swing and a miss. She took a big cut of that.
Yeah, the rising fastball there from Henry, and just not quite ready for it.
Yeah, you got it. That's a really tough pitch always for anybody to hit. That fastball when it has the rise. Bailey Garcia with 0-2 count now, going to give it her shot. And she does. She hits a sharply hit ball, but foul down the left field line. It goes and ends up to the left of the Wildcat dugout. So count remains 0-2 on Garcia. 2 outs, but a runner on second. And again, Lovington left a runner on base last at bat. They don't want to do that here. You leave too many runners on base, it's going to be, you lose games at this level, every one of those.
Yeah, there's not really any weak sisters left in this tournament. That's down to 8 after last week.
And even though Aztec comes in seeded 7th, they actually were ranked in 5th in New Mexico. Oh, and that hits her. You could hear that. That was almost as loud as a bat, the ball hitting a bat. You could hear it hit her elbow. Bailey Garcia taking first base. So runners at first and second now. First hit by pitch in this game. And 2 outs, but that does bring up Daphne Urahara, the designated player in this one, looking to move him in, move him around. That's low for ball 1. So 1-0 count. As Daphne, let's see, Daphne with I don't have a lot of batting stats for her. I've got her earned run average. She's a good pitcher, 2.23 ERA for her, but she's at the bat right now, and that was away. So 2-0 count on her.
Yep, 2-0.
Yep, 2-0.
I thought for a minute he called it a strike the way he put his hand up there.
No, I think he was showing it was away. It was outside. I think he's outside. That's low for ball 3. 3 straight balls by Henry. And this just may be a case of Lovington showing confidence, not being intimidated, standing up there, getting runners on base. And you can get in a pitcher's head that way. Here we come, and a swing and a foul out of play off to the right. So Urahara with a first strike, obviously.
Had the green light on the 3-0.
There was no take sign.
Just kind of a loopy swing.
So.
She levels that out. That's probably a line shot into right.
So 3-1 count on Urahara. Then it's back up to the top of the order. And a swing and another foul back to the screen as she caught the underside of the ball on that. And her timing was pretty much dead on. She just hit under the ball. And I think it hit her.
Yeah, hit her before she fouled it off.
I think it may have hit her on the hand. But she takes the base.
So back-to-back hit batters.
That's right. And, yep.
Now that'll turn it over to Quiroga in the top of the lineup.
Hit by pitch as Avela Garcia was hit. And now Urahara. So bases are loaded. Ella stands on third. Garcia on second. And Urahara on first is timeout. And I think there was a question. You know what? I think it was a balk as the umpire was going out.
And if it was a balk, then it was ball 4,
maybe it was.
Yeah, I think it was a balk instead of the hit by pitch. So I'll take that out of my book. And
I think that was because the ump came over. I think there was and said something to the pitcher and a little bit of a timeout there. So we'll put a hit by pitch 1 and a balk 1. So loaded bases high to Quiroga. Snap throw down to third. Keeping Ellis there.
Ellis with good speed, even a bobble by the catcher. Anything that gets away from her, Ellis could take it home.
0-1 count on Quiroga, top of the order for Lovington. A 1-0 count, sorry. That was a ball. Ooh, and that's going to hit the inside corner. Call strike, and that will even things up, I believe. So 1-1 on Quiroga. The leadoff batter, we're back to the top of the order with bases loaded, 2 outs. Lovington needs to capitalize on this. They trail by 4 runs. And that is a ball high and inside. Snap throw down to third again.
And that's another thing, though, that Lovington has got to be careful of. They did get picked off 8 times during district, just, with a little bit of base running error. So you got to pay attention out there.
Being a little too aggressive sometimes. Oh, a slam and hit. A line drive shot into left field. Will score 1, score 2. And a 2 RBI single for Anahi Quiroga. Puts Lovington at 4-2 now. They're trailing only by 2. And if they can keep the line rolling, they've got runners on first and second.
Nice job by Quiroga. She just sat back on that fastball and took what she was given and drove it out between third and short. Good hit there for Quiroga.
And the shortstop dove for it. I was afraid she was going to catch it. She was very close to catching it. Oh, and there's going to be a shot that the shortstop does. She knocks that down, then tosses it to second base for the out. 6-4 rather, and gets the runner that was Quiroga going to second. Wow, crazy. But Lovington able to get a couple of runs out of that. So they're in business. They score 2 runs, and they do that on 2 hits. And there were no errors and 2 left on base. So we are going, because technically, what Morales reached on a fielder's choice, is that right?
Yes, it'll go in the books as a fielder's choice.
All right. Technically, she was a runner left on base. So we'll be back with more Lady Wildcat State softball. The score is 4-2, Aztec leading, and Aztec coming up to the plate. We'll be back with more Lady Cat State softball action coming up.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Yeah. Yeah, Urahara.
2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on for the Lovington Lady Cats. We head to the 3rd inning, and a new pitcher out there for the Lady Wildcats. And with the call, Dawn Morgan.
Thank you very much. Number 11, Daphne Urahara, designated player, will go from not being in the field to taking over for Sanchez in the circle. So Urahara will come in. It doesn't change anything, doesn't even change the batting lineup. Sanchez had been the flex player and not batting.
And this is Coach Stephen McCraw's way of saying, hey, you know, Sabri, you just didn't have it against this team. We'll see her again in this state tournament. But he wants to go ahead and shut things down right now and see if Urahara can go ahead and slow things down and slow the roll of these Tigers from Aztec.
Because they are so aggressive at the plate, and they're leading. But Lovington, it's a great time for the change as they have put 2 runs on the board and now trail only by 2, and they'd like to keep it that way. But here in the top of the 3rd inning, first pitch is going to be a ball, and it's 6, 7, and 8 due up for Aztec Lady Tigers. Lucio, the catcher, Talamante, and then Kaiser. Oh, and that hits her. Oh, man. And really, I think when she turned her body, it looked like it was coming inside, and she turned her body, I think, to avoid being hit, and she actually turned into it. So I don't think she deliberately turned into the ball trying to get hit. But
Taking one for the team.
Yeah. But we won't know that for sure, but she is hit by pitch. And she's on first base. That brings up Talamante to the plate, and the first pitch is a call strike. And you can tell, I think Urahara, that's her way of saying, you know, that's I'm going to bear down. I'm a little frustrated at that, right? So 0-1 count now with no outs, and a swing and a miss. Talamante way in front.
And Urahara is known for the speed ball, but she does have a wicked changeup. She doesn't take it out of the closet very often, but when she does dust it off, it is extremely effective.
It is effective, and it worked right there. 0-2 count on Talamante, Kaiser on deck, and Phillips in the hole, and that is going to miss over the head of Quiroga. She comes up and tries to climb the ladder and get it, but that's a wild pitch, and that will move Lucio over to second base. And that is going to be a ball 2. Nope. Yep. Your ball 2. 2-2.
1-2.
1-2 is the count. Yep. 1-2. I had it right in the score bug. I just didn't trust that I was right. 1-2. And Talamante had a fly out to the second baseman. To
Garcia, left field.
Yeah, left field. It's a 7. Sorry. I'm having trouble reading my own writing. My 7 looked like a 4 to me.
Did you make out the lineup for Aztec?
Yeah, in my sleep. Oh, a swing and a miss. Wow, nice as Urahara with her first strikeout. Very nice and a good time for that. So first strikeout for her. Sabri Sanchez had 2 strikeouts just in the first 2 innings that she pitched. And there have been no walks issued by Lovington pitching so far. 1 out now. A runner on second. And
wow, how was that not a strike?
Lovington faithful wanting the strike on that. They did not get it. Kaiser is a long, tall drink of water, and she has a pretty big strike zone, a long top to bottom strike zone. That's a hit right back to Urahara in the circle. She fires it over, and then the throw from Olguin to third is not in time, but I like the attempt and the fact that they were snapped throws. They were good throws, both of them, and on target. You don't want bad throws and those kinds of errors in this game against Aztec. So it does move Lucio over to third, but Kaiser is out 1-3 in the books for a second out and brings 29 Tiana Phillips up to the plate, the right fielder for the Aztec Lady Tigers. And first pitch is going to be high and outside. The rising fastball rising a little too much on Urahara. So 2 outs now and a 1-0 count. In the top of the 3rd inning, your score is 4-2. Your score is 4-2. And a grounder over to Honey Morales. She loses the handle on it, and that's going to score 1. Could have been the 3rd out with no score counted. But Honey Morales, and I think she's kind of gesturing. I think it's the field.
The field's still bad. It unfortunately goes in as an E4.
That's right. The field is still muddy, a little bit muddy and slick, and she just lost her footing, and she gestured, to the ground. But technically it's another E4, and that did score Lucio from third and brings up top of the order Alex Candelaria. And first pitch is going to be a strike.
Now, the run will not go into the book for Utahada because of the error. It does not count as an earned run, but it does put another run on the board for Aztec. Now they're up by 3.
5-2 is your scores. I'm just changing the score bug right as we say that. And a foul becomes a strike as Candelaria, swinging a little dribbler, rolled back to the screen right in front of us, as a matter of fact, here toward the Lovington dugout. So 1-1 is the count right now. 2 outs, a runner on first. And Lovington wants to seal the deal here, not allow another run, and that's fouled off out of play for strike number 2. Now 1-2 has a good chance to get this third out right here and not allow a 2-out rally and any more scoring by Aztec in this at-bat. We're here in the top of the third, 2 outs, a runner on first, 1, and Aztec reaches and gets a pop. Quiroga comes under it, gets it. So, yeah, nice as Candelaria swung under it, popped it up, and good play. Quiroga had to get out of her crouch and run toward the circle, keeping an eye on the ball, and got it. So a pop out to the catcher. That's position 2 in the book, 3 outs, and only 1 run scored, but it does move Aztec to 5-2 in the scorebook, and we'll be back with more Lady Wildcat State softball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
1 run for Aztec, no hits as they take advantage of a hit batter, 1 error by Lovington, and 1 runner left on base. We head to the bottom of the third. Aztec leads the Lady Cats 5-2, and with the call, Dawn Morgan.
All right, thank you. Bottom of the third inning here. And it is going to be the Lady Cats coming up to the plate, number 3, 4, and 5 in the order. Sabri Rodriguez playing right field for Lovington. First up, she struck out her first time up, so she's looking for a little redemption at the plate. Trying to get something rolling for Lovington here. They trail. They need to get some of those runs back. Swings at the first one, and a high pop foul out of play.
Somebody call air traffic control there. I think that might have gotten into the flight pattern.
0-1 the count now as Sabri Rodriguez, very capable of giving it a good ride. And that is going to be, I guess, a little inside for ball. So
infielders playing pretty much their normal positions. Over at third, Candelario was really working on what's kind of becoming a pond over there.
And this pitch swung on and fouled out of play again off to the right. A lot of foul balls by both teams so far in this game. 1-2 count as Lovington needs somebody to get something started, get on base. As they've got 2 runs on the board, they need more, and that is going to miss low and run the count even now at 2-2.
Well, you mentioned getting something going. Rodriguez can definitely get something going. She's got the most power for the Lady Cats, 10 homers on the season.
And this is going to be another high fly ball. Headed out to get it is the shortstop who had to reach for it. I mean, that was a great catch and a good play. Yellow at shortstop made the grab. So
yeah, she was definitely moving over there and had to reach over. Yeah,
she caught it near the third base, near the foul line in shallow left field. So she really had to go for that. So Rodriguez out, a fly out to position 7. First out. Lovington's got a couple more to work with here.
And Corral wants to go ahead and put a run back on the board, but comes up empty on that one, strike one.
Yeah, 0-1 the count on Corral. Hernandez is on deck and Ellis in the hole for Lovington. So 0-1 count. And that's going to miss high, head high, over head high. And even things up 1-1. Henry in the circle. She's got 3 strikeouts in the game so far. And that one hits the inside corner, a fastball with a lot of pop in the glove. 1-2 the count. But you know what? All 3 of those strikeouts were in the first inning. Since then, Lovington has stood up there with a 2 RBI single, a double, and that's a high fly ball headed out to center field, and it is caught. So, wow, Corral gives it a ride and a try, a high fly ball. If that had just been straightened out, that probably would have been over the fence. As it is, it becomes out number 2. So, good try. But here, Lovington could try to launch a 2-out rally in the hands of Layla Hernandez. Batting 5th in the lineup, playing shortstop. She had grounded out to the shortstop her first time up. Swing and fouls that one off out of play.
Yeah, she didn't just ground it out to the third baseman over there. It was a smoker that Candelario somehow managed to handle and then made a good throw across the diamond with.
Yeah, Hernandez really got robbed, by that. But she's looking to get that back here. She hit at the first pitch she saw again, fouled it out. Hits this one, and again, a high fly ball headed to yellow at short. She catches it near third base, and that's it. 3 fly balls, 3 flyouts to left field, center field, and shortstop. 1, 2, 3. 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning, and the top of the 4th inning, rather. This was the bottom of the 3rd. Top of the 4th coming up, and Lovington trailing 5-2. They need to hold Aztec, and we'll be back with more Lady Wildcat State softball coming up on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
The Lady Cats go 1-2-3 in their half of the 3rd as we head to the 4th. Aztec leading this one 5-2. And with the call, here's Dawn Morgan.
Thank you very much, TJ Miracle. As still looking at holding, got to worry about containing this very, very aggressive Aztec Lady Tiger team here. Is it number 2, 3, and 4 due up in the order? Langford, Bradshaw, and Henry. And Langford had an RBI single and scored her last time up, grounded out to third base her first time up. She's 1 for 2. And I think that misses on the inside corner. Just off the inside corner for ball 1. So 1-0 the count. With every pitch, I have to look over my glasses and try to see my phone, which is now in the full sun, and update the score bug. And that is going to hit right down the middle. Beautiful pitch, a fastball right at the waist to even things up at 1-1. Urahara in the circle now in relief of Sanchez. And that misses high and outside, but Langford really wanted to swing at that. She flinched and leaned, but did not offer. 2-1 is the count now. No outs, nobody on, with Bradshaw on deck, Henry in the hole for Aztec. A hit foul down over to the Aztec dugout, and that is going to bring the count even at 2-2. So 2-2. With no outs, here we are, top of the 4th inning, 5-2 is the score. Aztec leading here.
This ump is very particular about his softballs. He's taken 2 or 3 out of play, and I think most of it's get them cleaned off.
Well, I'm sure they're really getting dirtier than normal because of the condition of the field here. Although when it lands over there, I'm sure it's still a little funky out there.
Yeah,
there are lots of puddles and mud everywhere.
Well, and you can tell looking out at the field where the worst of the water was, because it's kind of very muddy and it's kind of trying to puddle again a little bit in some places.
So,
even though the sun's out now, and hopefully it'll dry out pretty quick. But
there was quite a bit of water on these fields. It's going to take more than just an hour or two to really dry. Oh, and Urahara hangs that one up way high. Nobody on base, so no problem. But 3-2, so count is full now. As
not sure what Langford going over and talking to the coach.
Something about the bat.
I think maybe saying her bat's got a problem.
She hit the.
Maybe the plug in it. Yeah, they're checking the plug because if it's got a loose plug, they've got to replace the bat.
So I think he says it's okay. Yeah, Langford showed it too. Langford, by the way, has 12 stolen bases and 35 runs. She's been across the plate 35 times this season for Aztec, and that's a strike. A call, strike 3, a strikeout. Woo, and that is out number 1 as Langford goes down looking, and that's the second strikeout for Urahara in relief of Sanchez. First out, and a big one as Lovington really struggling to contain this Aztec Lady Tiger team at the bat. They're gamers, and that is going to miss high. As, boy, Bradshaw thought about it. She leaned on it. She did not offer, but it was hard for her to lay off that pitch. And you know what? Urahara might remember that. So obviously she wanted to kind of go and swat at one that was a little high and outside. And that, just missed. Urahara brought it down a little bit and took a little speed off of it. And Ump said it still missed the zone. So 2-0 is the count. By the way, Bradshaw had an infield single and got stranded her last time up. Had an RBI single and scored her first time up. And that is going to be a call, strike at the knees. Beautiful in the inside corner is what it looked like.
Yeah, good late movement on that as Bradshaw's knees kind of buckled as Daphne just bent it around the edge of that plate there for the strike.
Yeah, Bradshaw playing center field for the Lady Tigers and hits this one. It's a high fly ball. All the left part of the field, Corral, Hernandez, and Garcia all give it chase, but it is a foul ball and becomes strike 2. Not catchable, but a good hustle by the Lady Cats. 2-2 is the count now on Bradshaw with 1 out, nobody on, and that is going to miss low for ball 3. And that's going to bring the count full now.
So back-to-back full counts now.
For Urahara in the circle, Quiroga behind the plate still. Ogin at first, Morales at second, Hernandez at short, Corral at third. Swing and a miss. Beautiful. As Urahara got her. Nice work. Kept it low. That was just around at the knees and good speed on it. Strikeout, out number 2, and that's strikeout number 3 for Urahara.
Yeah, that was a case of I'm going to throw the fastball. I'm going to put it knee high. If you can hit it, you can have it. And in that case, Bradshaw couldn't have it.
And that's going to bring up the cleanup hitter to the plate, Henry, the pitcher. And the first pitch is going to be not a strike. It's not going to be in there. It is a ball. 1-0.
Yeah, just a little bit inside.
I'm struggling with the score bug. 1-0 the count on Henry. Henry struck out her first time up and reached on an error her second time up. She got stranded. Watches that one go a little high and outside for ball 2. 2-0 the count. Henry, though, has she's had 31. She has batted in 31 runs this season for the Lady Tigers. And, excuse me, that misses high and outside. 3 straight balls by Urahara now.
Of course, Henry's not the cleanup hitter for no reason.
That's right.
I bet she has a green light to go, and I doubt Daphne's going to give her anything to really handle.
Yeah, he's probably going to try to nibble around the edges, but still throw a strike in the zone, and she misses for ball 4. Probably not the worst idea. If you're gonna walk one of the batters, that might be the one to do it. Having said that, any runner on base can come back to bite you. So,
and they will have a courtesy runner check in for Henry. That's number 44.
And that's what they did the last time when she got on base. 44 came in. Number 44, by the way, is, I think it's Christina Whitehorse. I had it as 14 in the book, but that may have looked like, that's either Phillips, either the 24 or the 14 look like didn't look like the 4, and that pitch is going to be in for call strike. So Yellow, the shortstop, up to the plate. She grounded out to Honey Morales at second her last time up, hit a single and got stranded her first time up. She's 1 for 2, and that misses just a little high and outside. So the count is even.
As Kidoga looks back and asks him where exactly, and he goes just a little high.
Yeah. So 1-1. Has 2 outs now. Oh, and that misses high as Urahara took a little speed off of it, and I think it hung up just a little higher than she intended. So 2-1 the count now, with Lucio on deck now and Telemonte in the hole. But Lovington wants to end this at bat right here with this batter if they can. A ground ball, and nicely done. Picked up by Hernandez. I didn't think she was going to get there in time, and she does. She gets there, picks it up, and touches second base to get the force out all by herself to end the at bat for Aztec. So they put a runner on but can't move her around. There were no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We're going to go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Lovington trailing 5-2 against Aztec, and we'll have more Lady Wildcat State softball action coming up on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Norlee General Hospital supports all Lee County High School athletic programs and is proud to bring you this live play-by-play action. Norlee Hospital knows your health needs should be taken seriously, which is why their physicians are always first to react. Why choose another hospital when you can have one right at home with Norlee General Hospital? Call Norlee at 396-6611 or come by for a visit and talk to their staff and bring back that state title.
Lovington Schools proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Lovington trailing by 3, and with the call, Dawn Morgan.
Thank you very much. As bottom of the 4th inning, and Lovington trailing by 3 runs. They need hits, or at least they need to get on base, take advantage of every opportunity they can. If that means trying to rattle Aztec and get some errors going, or that's part of the game. See what you can do. Zimri Ellis standing up to lead things off. So nice shot. That blistered down the third baseline, foul. She had an absolutely beautiful hit, doubled, and scored one of the Lovington's 2 runs across. In her first at bat, she doubled and scored, and man, she is looking good at the plate.
She is. I mean, that's 2 straight foul balls, both to that side. Just hang on half a heartbeat
on
here.
On the first pitch, she hit her double on the very first pitch, her first at bat. She hit that one. Oh, now it's burned by a changeup as Henry sends her down. Wow.
Yeah, that was the case of just Alice looking for the changeup and just couldn't adjust and catch up to it. 1 down now as O'Gean steps in.
Number 9, Jocelyn O'Gean, the first baseman for Lovington. She hit a long fly. She gave it a ride, so she can put some wood on it. And she hits another one that's going to end up going foul. Is it? Yep. No. Is it fair?
I think they caught it.
They
in foul ground. We can't see down there.
No, we can't see around the dugout. The Wildcat dugout is blocking everything out to our left. Gave it a ride. Ellis with another long fly, or Olguin rather, with another long fly ball out to left field. Just like her first time up, is caught out number 2 and brings up Bailey Garcia to the plate. Bailey, a left fielder, and Garcia watches the first one go by. It's a fastball on the inside corner for call, strike 1. So 2 outs, nobody on. Lovington needing base runners, needing to bring them around. They trail by 3 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And a hit is it gonna fall in? It's fair, and Bailey Garcia, nope.
Yep, fair ball.
It is. It's fair as it landed just like within a foot of the foul line there, just behind third base in shallow left field. So Bailey Garcia on with a single. She was hit by a pitch and scored her first time up, and now she may be launching a 2-out rally for Lovington. They certainly need to bring her around. She's going to have a courtesy runner in for her.
That's Ochoa.
Ochoa is Johanna Ochoa is the courtesy runner at first, and Daphne Urahara at the plate. Daphne, she got put on by balk. I believe we think that was a balk and not a walk that put her on first base the last time. It was either balk or a walk, but she reached first and then got stranded. So she's looking to do some damage here. Help her off over to the Lady Cat dugout for strike number 1.
The important thing here is Lovington has now been through the lineup against Henry 2 full times, and this is generally when they really start figuring a pitcher out. It's towards the end of that second rotation and into the third.
And so they really they need to light her up. They need to just light this pitcher up if they can. A snap throw down to first keeps Ochoa on, and it's 0-2 count now. 0-2 on Daphne Urahara. If she finds a way on, it's back up to the top of the order with Quiroga, Morales, and Rodriguez. Swing and a miss as Henry took a little speed. It was not a true changeup, but it was a slightly off speed, low, about right at the knees.
Actually, it was a foul tip, and Daphne got just enough of it to keep it out of the glove.
I just hadn't made it to the part where I said she was she hit it out of play, but it was. And swing and a miss as Urahara swings under it and strikes out because now for Henry. So they give it a try, get one hit and one runner on, but can't bring her around. So still trailing 5-2 is your score. The Lady Cats are going back out to the field. We'll be back with more Lady Cats State softball action coming up.
Why choose Western States Insurance as an independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agent dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide a product to demand and small enough to give you personal service. Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Bank is bottled. Hi, I'm Dave Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank trusted partners you know. Partners that are part of this area, we call them. First American Bank offers all the advantages of corporate people banking with home support and commitment. Use First American Bank, not East Washington, Lovington.
Down. First pitch is in on Kaiser, though, and it was a ball. Not the first pitch, but I know 2 strikes now. I'm getting to it. 1-2 is the count. Kaiser at the plate, nobody on. Oh, and that misses just outside as Quiroga leaves her glove there. She didn't really move the glove at all. She didn't frame it up. She just left the glove there to say, hey, it looks good to me. What do you think of? He thought it was a ball. Counts 2-2. And that is a call for right 3. Nice work in the circle. Urahara with 4 strikeout and the 3rd out. And 3 down with a very unconventional double play in there by Lovington. Looking good. If they can use this momentum at the bat, they trail. They need 3 runs. 5-2 your score. Aztec leading. We'll be back with the bottom of the 5th inning here. More Lovington State softball action coming up.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue ODS, another proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
No runs on one hit, no errors, and no left on base. We head to the bottom of the fifth with the call, Don Morgan.
And thank you very much, Jay Miracle. It's top of the order for the Lady Cats, Quiroga, Morales, Rodriguez, and they've got to get things moving here, and that is going to be high. Quiroga, by the way, Quiroga, her last time up, had a 2 RBI single. She's responsible for batting in the only 2 runs that Lovington has on the board right now. Ball comes in high for ball number 2. 2-0 is the count. 2-0. Quiroga struck out her first time up, made up for her second time. She did 0 for 2, and that is called strike. So 2-1, or 2-1 is the now. I had to double check, and they've got the electronic board working at this field. I can't believe it. Oh, and that hit the bat? No.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it did. It was kind of she just shifted her body. She didn't swing at it. A high fly. It is called by the second baseman Langford coming under it. Langford catches that, and Quiroga high pop fly for out number 1. So trying to become the Lady Cat, who gets things started here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Lovington is running out of at-bats. Get those runs back. They trail. This is a good game, 5-2.
Lovington needs to work a little bit in the at-bats. They're all swinging up. Everything's in the air. You need to level that swing out. They're hitting her hard, but they're just popping them up because they're swinging up.
Honey Morales at the plate now. Watches the first one outside. High and outside for ball number 1. 1-0 the count. 1 out. Nobody on. Here we are, bottom of the 5th inning. Morales is at the plate. Rodriguez is on deck, corralling the hole. Lovington got to have hits. And that is a grounder. Shortstop Yellow picks it up and fires to counter at first for out number 2. Morales, a solid hit, but it was a grounder to nobody on.
Again, very important. Level those swings out. Zabri a lot of times has the... And she does it, and that's part of the reason why she's got all the bombs, but she cuts up a little bit. It's part of her natural swing.
Right.
And I think maybe that's what Coach DePorto was telling her was, hey, just try and level it out. Quit trying to go so extremely up on it and see if you can straighten that out.
So back in the box, ready, Zabri Rodriguez, who struck out and had a fly out. Her 2 at bat. She's 0 for 2 and due, and that is going to float outside. A little changeup, an off-speed pitch, and a ball. So 2-1 the count now. As Corral is on deck and Hernandez in the hole. Zabri Rodriguez watches that and decides not to try to golf it. It was in the dirt. So 3-2. 3-1 is the count now as I adjust score. And that is going to miss low. Now that's the ball 3. It was 2-1. So now it is 3-1. Yes, I just checked that against what the umpire said. I don't always trust the electronic scoreboard. A foul ball headed down to the first base batter's the coach's box, actually, along first base line.
An EC3 as
right.
Coach DePorto, he had a hand.
He touched it, although he doesn't have a glove, so I don't
know.
He didn't get a glove on it, but he got a hand on it. So he's off on a technicality, I think, here. So it comes under it. A little blue popper by Rodriguez again, got under the ball, hitting under it slightly and up. And that is 3 up, 3 down as pop out, fly out, pop out. And that does it for Lovington. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on. We go to the top of the 6th inning. 5-2 your score. Aztec leading. We'll have more Lady Wildcat State softball action on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Did you know LECO offers fiber internet to your home and business? LECO is the only local fiber internet company. This means a personal touch for local customers. Keep your internet with a local company. You won't be disappointed. LECO, keeping you connected and in control since 1954. LECO, the only local fiber internet company. Call 370-5010. Keep your internet with a local company. You won't be disappointed. Call 370-5010. LECO, keeping you connected and in control since 1954.
No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We head to the sixth inning with the call. Dawn Morgan.
All right, thank you very much, TJ Miracle. Top of the sixth inning here, and the first batter up is going to be the bottom of the order, 9, 1, and 2, due up. And the first batter is number 29, Tiana Phillips, the right fielder. First pitch in is a ball. 1-0 the count on her. And that is going to be a call strike as Urahara bringing it back and hitting the corner on that. 1-1 the count as Lovington really needs to try to make quick work of Aztec like they did in the last inning. They turned to double play and swing and a miss. Nice fastball by Urahara, and she was way in front of Phillips on that. 1-2 count now as Lovington saw three batters and turned to double play in their last at-bat for Aztec. They need to do the same kind of thing here. Swing and a miss, and a first out. That is strikeout number 5 for Daphne Urahara since she came in relief of Sanchez. And strikeout number 1 brings top of the order up to Alexa Candelaria. She popped out her last time up, singled and scored, doubled and scored, so she's 2 for 3. Fourth plate appearance here. And Lovington might like to make her the second out in this inning. And that is going to be a high fly ball coming under its corral in foul territory. Catches, makes the grab as Candelaria hits the first pitch she sees. And a pop out, foul pop to corral, position 5 in the books for out number 2. And just like that, yeah, very, very efficient so far. But they need to finish it here. The Lady Wildcats need to finish against Langford, who struck out her last time up and hits this one pretty sharply down the foul down the third base line.
Yeah, Langford was sitting there waiting on that fastball and turned on it quickly and just goes foul.
Top of the sixth inning again. Need out sufficiently. Get this third one without any runs allowed, so Lovington can get back to the dugout and try to get in control of this one. They've been trailing the whole game as Aztec came out and put 4 runs on the board right away. Oh, beautiful pitch. Oh, and it just misses. You can hear the groan of the Lovington faithful as a fast ball and right at the knees, but we thought it was on the outside corner. I guess it was a little too outside.
Sounded like a strike to me. You were with us yesterday.
1-1 the count, and that is going to be a call strike on the outside corner as Daphne brought the ball up just a little, up toward the letters, and took maybe just a tad of speed off of it, but still, beautiful pitch. 1-2 is the count now, and 1 strike away from being out of this inning. Swing and a miss. Langford swats at it and misses, and strikeout is out number 3, Lovington, with 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. They've got work to do. They trail 5-2 to Aztec. More Lady Cats State softball action coming up on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. A clean inning for the Lady Cats as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Here's Dawn Morgan.
And the Lady Cats to the plate, middle of the order. It is Corral, Hernandez, Ellis. Wow, and she got hit by a pitch. She is on base. So leadoff batter is on base and brings up Hernandez to the plate. Layla Hernandez, she had a fly out to the shortstop her last time up.
And the Aztec coach is arguing that Lovington standing too close to the plate.
Ground out to third base her first time up. She's 0 for 2 and due. And I don't believe that argument went anywhere, although...
Except right back to the dugout.
Yeah, but, you know, that does stick in the ump's mind, maybe, and he'll be watching for that from now on. And that is going to miss high for ball 1. 1-0 count on Hernandez with 1 runner on, no outs. This is the inning that Lovington has got to make it happen. They've got to have some movement on and around the bases. They trail by 3 runs to Aztec, and a high pitch, high and away for ball 2. 2-0 the count. So
yeah, I've really not put much pressure on Henry in this ball game. If they can start doing that, that's good. Lucio has not she's only let 1 get by her all day, and nobody was on when it happened.
5 strikeouts for Henry in the circle. Lucio behind the plate, that's the battery. And a high fly ball. It looks like it may be out of play, and it is. So that becomes a long, high strike. 2-1 the count on Hernandez now, with Ellis on deck and Olguin in the hole, and all of them capable. Ellis had a double and scored earlier in the game. Olguin has had 2 long fly balls out to left field. She's due to rip one. And Hernandez swings under it, misses the ball, and she's capable of hitting the ball, hitting long balls, hitting hard. And Layla Hernandez would like to reach in and get that ability out and show that off right now with a 2-2 count, no outs, 1 runner on. And a swing and a foul as she stays alive at the plate. 2-2 count as Henry brought the heat back and had that kind of at the knees. Layla was ready for it, but hit just a little bit under it. Her timing wasn't bad on that. Let's see if she can get this straightened out. That's going to be a ball. Hits the plate. It hits the ground before it hits the plate and brings the count full. 3-2 now.
And that one had some goofy spin on it. Lucio did a nice job blocking it out, and that keeps Corral stapled over at first.
Lucio's done a nice job behind the plate for Aztec and is partly why they're ahead. Nice as Hernandez is patient, has a good eye and works the walk. And now runners at first and second for Lovington with no outs. And that
first walk of the ball game, too, for Henry as a timeout.
But she did, she has hit. She
hit
a
couple, yeah.
Actually, I had her down with a walk already, or was that the balk?
It was the balk.
It was the balk, okay. And so 1 hit by pitch. And either the walk or the balk, we never really.
I'm pretty sure it was a balk.
I think it was a balk because they came out and talked to her as far as the ump went and talked to her. So yeah, 5 strikeouts. And now runners on first and second. And this timeout, I think, is as much to try to cool Lovington down as it is a pep talk to make sure that they are all on the same page. I think that they wanted to just kind of take a pause, a deep breath, and try to slow the momentum of Lovington, because you can feel it. Lovington has that energy and that attitude right now. They really, really want to get runs in, and there are no outs. Runners on first and second. Zimri Ellis to the plate now, and she's capable of hitting the long ball against Henry, getting the hits. She had a nice double her first time up, but then she struck out her second time up. She's 1 for 2. We're going to see the hitter in this appearance at the plate. Lovington faithful certainly hope for that. We do too. And the ball is a ground ball, and that gets away from Lucio, who makes the throw down to third, and the ball gets away and into left field, and that's going to score 1. And then the ball is thrown in, but not before Lovington gets another run on the board, and it feels like they've rattled Aztec a little bit here, as that throw should have been corralled by either the third baseman or the shortstop there for Aztec, and they missed it.
Yeah, but it's still going to go in the books as an E2 because Lucio's the one who let it free, but it scores a run. That's a good thing.
And that's a great thing as now, and moves someone to third, and the throw is going to be over to first from third, and a collision at first as Olguin hit a ground ball.
Ellis
hit the ground ball and collided with the first baseman.
Yeah, Kaiser was blocking out the plate. She had to come down the line from the throw.
And that's the Lovington faithful behind us are shouting to the
that it's interference, and Coach
interference, and now to add insult
and Coach
to injury,
McCraw is arguing that too.
To add injury to insult, actually, in this case, Logeen is flat on her back, and Coach McCraw out there to see Ellis is just. See if she just got the wind knocked out of her, if she's okay. She's flat on her back and hasn't gotten up yet, and we certainly hope that she's okay. And that ball was well hit.
And Ellis will be up and walking it off. She will be out, I think, 5-3.
Yep, as the third baseman there, the Candelaria, got the ball and hit it and smoked it. And the run did score in the melee, though. Hernandez crossed the plate.
So it'll go in the books as a sack RBI for Zimmery Ellis. Yeah, I think just got the wind knocked out of her a little bit. So Lovington back to within a run now,
exactly.
5-4.
With one out and nobody on base. That cleared them. But Lovington, it's 5-4 now. They're behind just by one run. And one out now, and brings Garcia to the plate, or Olguin rather to the plate. That was Ellis, of course, who got thrown out, knocked down, and almost knocked out. Olguin looks at the pitch here. 2 balls.
I think it's just ball one.
I think it's ball one. Again, they don't have the electronic scoreboard correct out there because she's only gotten one pitch pitched to her, so it's got to be 1-0. And that is going to hit the zone. A call strike at the knees to even things up now. 1-1 with one out, nobody on. Lovington needs one more run to tie it, but they want to break it open here. They need one run, and they want to get even more than that if they can. And a swing and a ground ball finds its way through between shortstop and third base, picked up by the left fielder and thrown in, but it's going to be a base hit for Olguin, and Lovington still in business. A nice hot grounder found its way between third and short. It was well played by Talamonte out there in left field. She did throw it in, and they threw it all the way to first. But Olguin was safely on first, and no problem with.
And we will have a courtesy runner check into the ball game. I'm not sure who that is. That may be Jabri Rios. Or maybe Paisha Gonzalez.
She's got a warm-up jacket on covering the number.
I think it's Gonzalez, number 1. I think it's Paisha Gonzalez.
We'll go with what you think. At any rate, just one out and one on. And when they put a pinch runner in that they're going to be aggressive on the base pass. Coach McCraw is going to try to get that run in. Yep, and shows bunt as Garcia pops it up as she showed bunt. And it definitely, if that's who,
bunt and run, play small ball,
Gonzalez,
put pressure on.
If that's Paisha Gonzalez, she was almost to first, I think, before the ball landed, and that was just a little bloop foul ball as Garcia just didn't deaden the ball. It becomes strike one. Bunt attempt. We'll see if she does it again. Nope, she's hitting away this time, and the ball's low, so that will even up the count. 1-1. One out, one on, and Lovington trails by just one run.
And just a note, Yaya Garcia is on deck, so this is the situation.
Garcia gave it a good ride, a nice try, but Phillips denied a chance for Lovington.
Yeah, just
to
not
get another runner on base there.
Not quite deep enough as Phillips had to come in, and so that kept Gonzalez over at first. Wasn't deep enough to advance her.
So it's going to be Yaya Garcia pinch hitting for Daphne Urahara in the 9th slot right here with 2 outs and a runner on first, and the potential go-ahead run is represented by Yaya Garcia at the plate. Pinch hitter, and she has come in several times and been able to be successful, as the umpires, I think, are
they're taking a long visit over with the Aztec dugout.
Yeah, not quite sure.
I'm not sure what this should be.
Coach McCraw is coming out and from the third
Aztec's
baseline.
Aztec's bookkeeper. It's not their head coach. It's over there arguing something basically with the umpire. So I'm not sure what all this is about.
I don't know either, because did they?
Normally, you just inform them and say, okay,
right,
and since you have unlimited substitutions,
it doesn't matter. They can bring them in and out as many times as they want to.
Or she may be arguing that since Daphne started as the DP and is now the pitcher, that
they're not,
that she wouldn't be allowed to come back in. But
okay, well, we'll see. So Yaya Garcia at the plate, 2 outs, a runner on first. Lovington trailing by 1 run here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and that is going to be high. And a call strike.
Wow, late call.
A late call strike 1 on the outside corner. So an 0-1 count now on Yaya Garcia, pinch hitter. And then after Yaya, top of the order, if Lovington can get that far, they want to, and that misses low for ball 1. So 1-1 is the count. And then we're back up top of the order. Quiroga, Morales, Rodriguez. Lovington needs a run or 2 here. And call strike 2. That was a good-looking pitch, a good one to try to hit.
Yeah, Yaya may not see a better one than that this season.
That was a 1-2 count on Garcia now. That is going to miss low for ball 2. Now 2-2 the count, although 2 strikes on her. Yaya has got to swing at anything that seems close enough to be a call strike, and that did not look close enough, even out of the hand. That looked like it was going to come in low, and it did. But danger time right here. Swing and a little chopper back to the circle. Henry picks it up and sends it over to first. 1-3 positions in the book for the 3rd out. So Lovington comes within a run. They almost get it done, but they do close the gap. 5-4 is the score, and we'll be back with the top of the 7th inning. Aztec leading. We'll have Lady Wildcat State softball coming up on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services,
the Lady Cats get 2 runs on 1 hit, an error committed by Aztec, and 1 runner left on. We head to the 7th, 5-4, Aztec in the lead. And with the call, here's Dawn Morgan.
Thank you, TJ Miracle. It is number 3, 4, 5 in the order. Up for Aztec, Bradshaw, Henry, Yellow. And Bradshaw struck out her last time up, had an infield single, got stranded, had an RBI single her first time up. So she is... and hits the first pitch she sees. A long fly ball. Is it? Goes to, no, it's out of the park. I thought it was going to hit the fence. Ellis out there to watch it go over, and that's a solo homer by Reagan Bradshaw. And that puts Aztec up by 2 runs now. First batter up here in the top of the 7th inning with an out of the park, a homer right over the center field fence. 6-4 is your score now. No outs and nobody on. Henry up to the plate, Yellow on deck, Lucio in the hole. And that means Bradshaw, let's see, Bradshaw had 11 homers coming into this game. She now has 12 home runs on the season, 527 on base percentage. Wow. Now Lovington needs to just take the deep breath and know that they have 2 runs that they got to make up. They need to try to keep it at just 2 runs ahead if they can get the next 3 outs efficiently, starting with Henry at the plate, the pitcher for the Lady Tigers. First pitch is in low, ball 1, 1-0 the count. No outs, nobody on. Henry at the plate, Yellow on deck, Lucio in the hole. After that Bradshaw solo homer. That is also going to miss low for ball number 2. And the Lovington dugout has gone very quiet. It's a bad time. Of course, not many people in there. They've got a few on the bench who can make some noise. I think it's important for the fans, for Lovington fans, and for people in the dugout to really make some noise and show their support, because Lovington, it feels like the air has been taken out of them. There we go, a beautiful pitch.
Yeah, the take sign was on the 3-0 count there for Henry, so you've got to think.
3-1 is the count now. And Urahara hit the zone when she had to there. And now, call strike 2. Beautiful pitch on the outside corner. Nice. As Henry watched that, now a full count.
And now might be the time for that changeup that Daff doesn't dust off very often.
Could be.
She's been throwing the smoke.
Henry has gotten a few of her strikeouts by throwing that changeup as well. And that is going to just miss. Lovington faithful, big groan on that, as the Boo Birds are out as Henry walks, and no outs, and now a runner on first.
As Whitehorse will come in to take her place out on the base paths.
Yep, and that has been the case every time that Henry has got on. And the 14 that I had written down is a 44 for Whitehorse. And that's going to bring up number 20, Cheyenne Yellow, the shortstop, to the plate. First pitch is a strike at the knees. Beautiful pitch. A heater by Urahara. 0-1 count. No outs, a runner on first. And now Aztec leading 6-4. By the way, the winner of this game will move on to face the winner of the Silver Bernalillo game. Ooh, a sharply hit ball goes foul, smoked foul down the third base line. And that's strike number 2. So 0-2 count, as Lovington needs to try to get outs efficiently here after the solo homer and then the walk, putting a runner on first. Now's the time. Go ahead and get these outs as quickly as possible. And then get in the dugout. Lovington will have another at-bat to try to tie it or win it against Aztec here, trailing only by 2, but can't let Aztec get any more on them, and that is going to miss high, very high. Quiroga has to come up out of her crouch, so a wild pitch is going to allow the courtesy runner Whitehorse to steal second base.
And you cannot give Aztec free bases, and that's basically what they've just done right there. Nobody out. Now Aztec can change their thinking a little bit, and if they want to, they can play a little small ball with nobody out to get her to third, and then you've got 2 outs to work with to try and get her home.
0-2 count on Yellow, and that is going to be a call strike. So nice time for a strikeout by Daphne Urahara. That becomes strikeout number 7. As Yellow goes down looking, or Lucio goes down, Yellow goes down looking. Lucio now coming to the plate. She hit a double and got stranded. Or actually got part of she was thrown out as part of a double play, but she hit the double to get on base. She was hit by a pitch and scored, had an RBI single and got stranded as well. So she has 2 hits and hits the first pitch she sees out to left field. Garcia throws it in, and she holds her on. So Lucio on with a single, hitting the first pitch she saw, a well-hit ball out to left field. And now 1 out, 1 runner on, and Talamonte to the plate, as Talamonte grounded out, struck out, and had a fly out. So she is 0 for 3. Aztec would say she's due. Lovington wants to just keep her over in her at-bats. That's going to miss low. Fast ball, but low. 1 out, 1 runner on first. 1 run across so far in this at-bat for Aztec here in the top of the 7th inning. They lead 6-4 against Lovington. The winner moving on to play the winner of the Silver Bernalillo game, and the loser, I believe, will play the loser of that game.
That is correct.
Okay.
And we think maybe it will be sometime this afternoon/evening.
Yeah, we think.
We think.
Yeah, we do think. Today, it's kind of a sit and wait, because we started off rain with rain delays and problems, and now sunny and nice. High fly ball. O'Gean calls for it, standing right on first base. Makes the grab for out number 2. So a pop out to position 3 in the book for the second out. And that is it was a good time for that pop out and for a good play by O'Gean. she had to fight the sun. She's wearing shades out there. Had to look up, fight the sun. Kaiser now to the plate. She struck out her last time up, grounded out, and 2 ground outs, actually.
The Aztec coach is coming over to talk to her. They're working a little bit of strategy with 2 outs but a runner at third. We saw this yesterday with Eunice, where Coach Kimple yesterday called for a suicide squeeze.
Right.
We could see something like that here if he wants to get another run and try and fluster Lovington a little bit.
So 2 outs, a runner on first. Kaiser to the plate. And that's going to miss low. This is a good batter to try to get out, to work on really hard if you're Udahata, to try to get her. She struck her out the last time, and we're down at the bottom of the order. And I tell you what, the Aztecs' bottom of the order has been very ineffective. 7, 8, and 9 haven't done anything at the plate for them, and this is the good part of the lineup to get outs. They need them, and that is going to be 2 balls and no strikes to Kaiser. So now's the time to work for strikes, to get either a strikeout. Weaker batters, ineffective so far, and there's another swing and a miss. So Daphne just needs to throw strikes and try to get this batter out. Daphne with 7 strikeouts in this game after coming in relief of Sanchez, and Sanchez had 2 strikeouts in her time. Swing and a grounder is going to roll foul down the third base line. And that's going to be strike 2. So now 2-2 count. Yeah, the bottom part of the order.
Yeah, been very inefficient.
Yeah, fly outs, strikeouts, ground outs, pop outs.
Yeah, the bottom 3 are over.
Over, not a single hit among 7, 8, 9. And
just one reaching via an error.
That's right, an error, and that's been the only person to get on base in the bottom of the order for Aztec, and we hope that we're not jinxing that by pointing it out right now. So 2-2 is the count. With 2 outs, a runner on first. Ooh, beautiful call, strike 3. Udahata getting the job done in the circle. That's the 8th strikeout for her, and 3rd out as Aztec puts 1 run on the board by virtue of the solo home run by Bradshaw. 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors committed and 1 left on base. So we go to the all-important bottom of the 7th inning. Lovington must come up with 2 runs to tie it or 3 to win it. We've got a good one here. 6-4 your score, back with Lady Cat softball state action at Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. 1 call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with 1 call. 1 call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey 1 call oil and gas company. Norlee General Hospital supports all Lee County High School athletic programs and is proud to bring you this live play-by-play action. Norlee Hospital knows your health needs should be taken seriously, which is why their physicians are always first to react. Why choose another hospital when you can have one right at home with Norlee General Hospital? Call Norlee at 396-6611 or come by for a visit and talk to their staff and bring back that state title.
And welcome back as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Lovington needing 2 to keep it going with the call. Dawn Morgan.
Thank you very much, DJ Miracle. Quiroga, top of the order, hits the first pitch she sees. It's a line drive shot that rolls to the fence in center field and is going to give her a stand-up double. And Lovington is in business. They've got to have 2 runs to tie it, 3 to win it, and they're in business.
And this is where you want it to happen. 1, 2, 3. That's due up for Lovington. Now 2, 3, and 4. You're getting into the heart of the lineup and normally going to be your best batters, and they have been throughout the season. So now they got to keep it going.
Honey Morales is up next, then Rodriguez on deck and Corral in the hole. Morales had a double and got stranded her first time up, reaching on fielder's choice and a fly out. So she is 1 for 3 and due, and that's going to be a high fly ball. It could drop in and miss trouble. No, it is caught, and wow, Langford, the second baseman, robbed Honey Morales and Lovington of a hit there. She had to go out way.
That should have been a Texas leaguer.
It should have been. It really should have fallen in. It was for shallow right field. She went all the way out, turned around and caught it and hung on to it.
But that was not going to move the runner, but you don't want to lose the out, which is what happened. So now it'll be up to Z-Rod with one down and one on.
A fly out to second base with one out. A little hit, and that is going to fall. It's an infield. She gets called out by a step. It looked like an infield single for Zabri Rodriguez. A little bloop pop.
And the second baseman again comes up and just makes grabs it with one Langford and then guns it over.
So out 4-3 for the second out in the books. Wow, Lovington down to their final out to try to tie this up or win this one. And a Corral at the plate hits a high fly ball out of play off to the right for strike one. Lovington down to 2 strikes to get it done. They trail 6-4 is your score against Aztec here in the bottom of the 7th. Corral at the plate, Hernandez on deck, Ellis in the hole. 2 outs, and Corral is the hope here. She was hit by a pitch her last time up. Fly out to center second time, and that's going to be a call. Strike at the knees. No, did he say away?
Yeah, he called it a strike.
No, he called a strike. Okay. I was hoping after I said that he actually had said something else. He was gesturing with his hand saying away. But 0-2. Lovington down to their last strike. A grounder headed to third base, and it is picked up by Candelaria and thrown to Kaiser. 5-3 in the books for the third out. Lovington gives it a chance. They put one on, but they don't manage to get her around. So no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 left on base, as Lovington has just fallen to Aztec. 6-4 your final score here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Lovington coming close, but they fall, and now they move on, and they will play the loser of the Silver Bernalillo game that is going on, or has been going on.
I think it's over now.
It may be. It's been going on at the same time over on field number 1, so we're not sure who won that, but Lovington will turn around and play at some point this afternoon. That game would have been scheduled at 1 o'clock, but we're well past that now.
I have a feeling probably around 5.
Not sure when they're going to get that game in. Everything delayed by rain this morning. So Lovington, wow. Oh, this was a good game. Lovington had their chances to win this one. They didn't lose it by much or get outplayed by very much, but just not enough and not soon enough leaves them 2 runs short. So we'll be back to wrap things up here. I do a quick wrap up for Lovington Wildcat State softball. They're still alive. They just lost this game. It's double elimination tournament, and we'll be back with the wrap up on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Lovington Schools proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community, so bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
And welcome back to Lady Wildcats State Softball in Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com as Lovington fought but fell barely by 2 runs. What a good game this was. A good game to watch. Not a good outcome for the Lady Cats, but 6-4 final score. Aztec beat them 6 runs on 9 hits. They committed no errors that I wrote down.
Just one.
Yeah, there it is. I saw it right in the second inning. They committed 1 error in the second inning, and that was an E4. It was an E4, and then they left 7 runners on base. So, for your Lady Cats, they scored 4 runs on 6 hits. They committed 2 errors, and they left 5 on base. So the hits were there, but they didn't have the timely hitting to get them in. And Lovington also turned a double play in the 5th inning, and there were no double plays for Aztec. Your winning pitcher is Henry. I have down that she struck out 5, walked, had a balk and a walk and a hit by pitch. Or
two hit
by batters. Okay, 2 hit by pitches. All right, and Lovington started with Sabri Sanchez. She had 2 strikeouts when she left the game, replaced by Urahara. Urahara then struck out 8 or 9. I think it was 8. I've got
8,
it 8. Yeah, it's 8. She walked 1, and Sabri Sanchez hit 1 batter. So final score 6-4, and we know a little something about when Lovington's going to play, right?
According to the NMAA, we will be on Field 2 at 4 p.m., so about an hour and 15 minutes from now.
All right, Field 4, right back here.
Field 2.
Oh, Field 2. Okay, that field we have not been on yet
today
since
so.
Yesterday or today.
This tournament.
So we'll have that coming up in a little over an hour, probably between an hour 15 minutes or so, hour and a half. And we'll be back, and we'll have more Lovington Lady Cat softball. Double elimination. They must win the next game to stay alive. If they win, they will play tomorrow. But they must win this next game to avoid being eliminated from this state softball tournament. So we'll have that game coming up for you on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. Thanks to Evie Stuber for monitoring. For TJ Miracle, I'm Dawn Morgan, and thank you for watching and listening.
Western States Insurance.